Hey everyone. So this video is about fasting, and I have been fasting from last 8 to 9 months now, and I have found it very effective in keeping my physical health in check, and it helps me staying energetic, and it also has helped me in being more mentally alert. But let me dig into it. That why do I really do it? I believe in the information theory of aging, which is body of the work which David Sinclair, who is a professor at Harvard Medical School, he's been doing a lot of work in slowing the aging in humans, and he has been experimenting a lot on animals as well. So let's talk about information theory of aging and what it really does and how it is linked with fasting. Um, what information theory of aging says is that there is a loss of epigenetic information during our lifespan that causes our cells to lose identity, and this loss also causes cells to lose their function. They are not able to fight diseases, and they eventually die. Now he gives a very simple analogy. What he says is that consider that you have a compact disc, and the information which is written on the compact disc is like your DNA, and there is a compact disc reader, and this reader is something he calls epigenome. And what he's saying is that every time a cell divides, there is a scratch on the CD, and what happens is that your reader starts skipping this information, and this is what he calls that there is a loss in information. If every time the cell divides, there are more scratches on the disk. Now the good news is that what he's saying is that there are certain kind of genes, if you upregulate them or if you downregulate them, you can essentially fix these marks on this, or fix this damage on this compact disc. And his belief is that probably it is scientifically proven as well that there is a backup copy of this information, this disk information, which is available in the cell. And a lot of times when our body goes through certain adversity, stress, there's certain type of gene which he calls sirtuins. They get activated and they help body in restoring all this information, this epigenetic information. So this is what, in summary, what he talks about. But let's go a little bit more in details in terms of what is epigenome. So epigenomes are like these protein structures that wrap around the DNA, and they essentially dictate that which gene should be switched on in a DNA and which gene should not be switched on. And depending on which gene is switched on, your cell gets the identity, whether it is a liver cell or skin cell or eye cell or whatsoever. But there is more to it. It also depends on the methyl CH3, which is the chemical formula of methyl. It is 1 carbon, 3 hydrogen, that also get attached to the DNA. And by looking at this methylation pattern, you can say that there are places where this methyl has attached, and those are the genes which are switched off, and there are places where this methyl molecule is not attached, and these are the genes which are switched on, and they give identity to a particular cell. So as cells divide, this information, which is definitely the structure of the DNA and the methylation pattern, it changes, and over a period of time it keeps changing, and there is a time comes when your cells lose identity, they lose their function, they lose their ability to fight, and you get cancer, you get a lot of other diseases. Now there are three types of genes that he's talking about. These are called mTOR, AMPK, and sirtuins, and these are like three different types of genes that can restore this epigenetic information. And these three genes, they respond to different lifestyle changes and choices. So for example, mTOR, you really want to down regulate mTOR, and it responds positively to red meat and high protein diet. So what you have to do is to reduce red meat and high protein diet in your food choices. And the second one is AMPK. which responds to blood sugar levels. So you have to maintain blood sugar level as low as possible. And the third one is sirtuin, which responds positively to physical stress, fasting, adversity, those kind of things. So now sirtuins are very effective in terms of restoring this epigenetic information. And there are some supplements as well that can cause it. He talks about it, but I don't do that. I only follow fasting and some of the other lifestyle changes. So fasting is one way in which sirtuins get activated, and these genes have the ability to repair the DNA damage by using the backup copy, which essentially specifies the exact set of genes that need to be turned on. So my idea behind fasting is to activate sirtuins and make sure that I somehow repair the DNA damage and restore this epigenetic information. And I found it very effective. I haven't done this aging test, which there are a lot of aging test kits are available where you can essentially measure the methylation pattern of your blood by giving your blood sample. I'm planning to do that at some point of time. So yeah, this is pretty much about information theory of aging and why I fast.